You're watching Life on Video. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Life on Video. Today we're back at the happiest place on earth, Disney California Adventure, and then this afternoon we're hitting Disneyland. Let's check it out. What this video is basically going to be about is we're trying to get a gauge on whether or not it's worth it to come in 2021 right now, since they just allowed out-of-state residents to come June 15th. What we're going to specifically look at are the wait times. Are they holding true? Are they low? Are they long? And the crowd levels too. So far, what I can say is the crowd level here at Disney California Adventure is extremely low compared to what it used to be. And the wait times, I mean, Radiator Springs is at about 80 minutes, and Web Slingers out of virtual queue for the first group, try again at noon, and Toy Story Mania is about 40 minutes. Other than that, you're sitting at about like 20 minutes maybe per queue, which is really not that bad. It's tolerable. 20 minutes of your day to wait in a queue is not gonna hurt anybody. We've only been in the park for about 2.5 hours now. We've already been on 4 different attractions. So if that can give you a gauge of what things are looking like, I don't know what else would. Now we're on the Silly Symphony swings, and it was just a walk on. I mean, it said 5-minute wait. They just changed it to 10 minutes, but still not a bad wait. Given today's weather too, I mean, it's overcast. It's in the low 80s right now. It's really, really nice out here. More than anything, it's just refreshing to be back at Disney, someplace familiar that we know and we come alive. It's nice to be back, honestly. It really is. We just hopped in line for Little Mermaid. It says a 5-minute wait. There are a ton of people in line, but honestly, it's probably just a 5-minute wait. The line just doesn't stop moving, honestly. This is a ride that's on a continuous loop, so as long as the ride doesn't stop, it's really easy to cycle people through this ride. So 5 minutes is probably gonna be a true statement here. Mom and the kids are all hopping on Grizzly River Rapids right now. It's a 35-minute wait, so we'll see if it actually takes 35 minutes or not. If it's a 35-minute wait, we should see them, saying roughly, I'll give it less than an hour. You know, maybe about 50 minutes. If you get caught by these geysers, you are getting absolutely soaked. Oh man. Woo! I'm gonna walk Braylon around for a little bit while we wait because she is absolutely tired right now and she's asleep in the stroller. So I'm just gonna walk around, look at a few things, and then I'll come back and check and see where these guys are at. As much as I'm a fan of taking your kids back to the hotel for a nap during Disney, I completely understand that in every circumstance, it's not gonna be possible. Jonna just fell asleep. Mom and the boys are in line for a ride. I can't just bounce from the park and take her home to go back to sleep. And plus, then her and the boys will be on a different cycle because I'll have to come back with her, and then Mom will go home with the boys. So today, because we're only doing one day at Disney this time, we're gonna actually just struggle through and we'll see how everybody does today. But luckily she's falling asleep now. We have a 2-seat stroller, so once she's awake, hopefully we can swap the boys in and they can get a stroller nap. Even though they're not the best naps in amusement parks, they can at least get some kind of rest. Here's hoping that it actually works and makes a difference. What I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna check out mobile order. I'm absolutely starving. I'm just gonna grab a bite and let's see how mobile order's working right now. So I just checked out mobile ordering. It's actually a really good thing right now. Mobile ordering is caught up with the current time, so it's about 11:30. Things are ordering right now for about 11:45, 11:55. So in my opinion, that's pretty much caught up. You can basically order, walk there, and pretty much pick it up without having to wait in queue. And that's nice compared to some of the other things I've seen where it's like mobile ordering's done by like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock for some restaurants because they're so booked far in advance with mobile orders. But it looks like it's caught up right now. So I'm actually going to hit award wieners right now because there's really no wait there. So I'm not gonna mobile order, I'm just gonna walk up and order, and I'm gonna get some food. I'm starving. as it's grown a little later into the afternoon, I mean, it's noon. Park's been open for, excuse me, it's almost noon. Park's been open for almost 4 hours. The queues are getting a little longer. Soarin's at like 60 minutes. A couple of the other rides that were already long are even longer. But from what I've seen is towards the afternoon is when you'll start to see queue times die down. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for today, is that they'll die down a little bit later in the afternoon and we'll actually be able to just 10 to 15 minutes hop on things that we want to hop on and not even have to wait really long at all. There they are. It looks like they're boarding multiple groups into one raft, because that's my family with another family. I'd say 35 minutes is pretty accurate for that one, like 100%. I mean, give or take a few minutes, that was pretty spot on. So 35 minutes, can't be too mad at that wait. I just honestly wanted to show you guys this really quick. Soarin' Around the World has a 500-minute wait right now. I had to change shirts. I was dying in that hoodie. Whew. It's almost 80 degrees today and it's very humid. Why? I'm not sure. Probably because we're pretty close to the ocean, but it's very humid and it's almost 80 degrees. I was sweating through that shirt. I had to get it off. We stopped at Smoke Jumper's Grill to grab some food. We did mobile order. Took quite a while, but we got it. And we just crossed over into Disneyland. It's about 1:30, so we're 30 minutes past the time for park hopping. And we're going to spend some time over at Disneyland now. Here at Disneyland, they're doing the social distance meet and greets here at the train station. Pop up, get a good spot, take a selfie. The longest ride showing on the app here at Disneyland is Splash Mountain, and it's showing a 65-minute wait right now. It's not too bad, considering Radiator Springs is still over 80 minutes at California Adventure, but I'm still waiting to see where that break in the day is going to be, where everything drops down to the lower wait times I've been seeing on the app recently. Hopefully it still happens. The traffic over here at Disneyland feels a little more busy. When I booked today's reservation a few weeks ago, they were already out of reservations for Disneyland. So I expect it to be a little more busy over here. But again, we'll just see how long it lasts. This is a natural choke point for Adventureland, so it's always crowded here. But let's see what it looks like when we get around this corner. I mean, it's not terrible. It's honestly not terrible. The first bummer right now is that right behind me, Indiana Jones is temporarily closed. Don't know why, but I do know that they have been trialing like the virtual queue with Indiana Jones. So I don't know if they were doing standby or they were doing virtual queue today, but we won't know for a little bit because it's temporarily closed. Pirates is at 50 minutes right now, 5-0. Again, park hop just opened up, so it's to be expected that these wait times are going to be a little extensive for a little bit at least. Stroller naps are in full effect. As upsetting as it is, Jungle Cruise is still down. I believe it opens like July, somewhere like the 15th or somewhere that week it opens, but we're here on July 8th, so we won't be here when it opens. But it's unfortunate because I'd love to see the new overlay and what it looks like. We're gonna take a trip into Batu, see what Smuggler's Run is looking like right now. Honestly, Batu and Galaxy's Edge is looking really open. It's nice and not packed back here. It was kind of the opposite of when we came last time. This was the most packed place you could be. But it's nice to see it's thinned out and you can actually enjoy a lot more of the details in the park. Smuggler's Run has like a 50-minute wait right now. It's backed all the way out to here. Another decent wait for a good ride. The safest way to get into Oga's, if you really want to go to Oga's, is to make sure you get a reservation. But from what I've seen, they're booked out from now for a while. So if you're coming in a later date, like within the next couple months, you might be able to find something. Fantasyland, always jam-packed, especially today. There's no denying that. The shortest waits in Disneyland right now are the dark rides, and they're honestly still 30 to 40 minutes. I know those rides typically never have fast pass anyway, and they're usually that long of a wait during the day anyway, but still you got Small World's about 30 minutes, you've got Roger Rabbit's about 30 minutes, you've got Smuggler's Run at 50 minutes. I did just see that Radiator Springs is shut down temporarily, so that kind of sucks because that's a highly used attraction throughout the day. They had an 80-minute wait the entire morning, and then now they're down, so hopefully they come back up. And then you know what? The nice thing is when it comes back up, some people will get to ride quick that maybe weren't going to ride at all today because the wait was so long, so that's kind of nice. So I'll check back in later tonight and see where the wait times are and stuff like that, because if there's a break throughout the day, I'll update you and let you know. But other than that, the wait times are pretty long. I will really welcome the day Fast Pass comes back, because I really lived my day in the park with Fast Pass. If it was available, I was booking it. If it wasn't available and it had a low wait time, I would ride it. But if it didn't have a low wait time, I would just keep checking throughout the day for availability. But I'll really welcome the day Fast Pass comes back for sure. But I'll update you and let you know if things change, wait times drop or something like that. We'll check later in the day. Are you having a good day today?
Yes.
Are you having the best day today?
No.
What?
No.
Are you having the greatest day? Are you having the best day?
Yes.
There you go. One thing you can always guarantee is no wait is Tarzan's Treehouse. It's just a fun little walk-through attraction. There's no queue, no nothing. Typically you just can walk on and walk through and it's not a big deal. A lot of stairs though, so be ready to wear your legs out even more. One thing you can definitely admire at Tarzan's Treehouse are the views. You really get up here. It is currently 5 till 8. My final assessment on the ride times would be that I noticed a huge crowd at about 5 o'clock when they do retreat down at Main Street. I noticed a huge mass exodus that way, whether it was just to watch the retreat ceremony or they were all actually leaving. I'm not sure, but I can say after 5 o'clock it did thin out a little bit, and you could see that the wait times were decreasing. Now, we're about 2 hours from park close. Wait times are pretty low. Like I can say Cars Land over in Disney California Adventures dropped to 55 minutes from 80 all day when it's operational. And the longer waits here have gone from 50 minutes down to 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I think that's kind of typical for, being close to closing at the park. But I would say overall, you gotta wait it out to get the lower wait times, to get the lower ride times right now. With no Fast Pass, some of these things you just gotta wait out. And what we did was we just picked the later part of the day. We found the rides that we really wanted to hit, and we waited those ones out. So we waited 30 minutes for Pirates. We waited 30 minutes for Big Thunder Mountain. We ended up waiting, I believe it was 30 minutes for Haunted Mansion. So the wait times aren't ridiculous, but as you can see, 30 minutes plus a 15-minute ride can really cut into your day depending on where you are with meals and different stuff like that. So that's why Fast Pass is so nice, because you can really plan your day out strategically with Fast Passes.
Raining. That's a one drop off.
We were also able to squeeze in some really good meals because we didn't want to wait in line, so we went and grabbed some nice sit-down meals. And then we were also able to squeeze in a lot of photo opportunities too, which was really nice. One thing I will say is we spent way less money here at Disneyland than we did at SeaWorld, and we got so much more for our money. I mean, I don't think we'll be making that trip down to SeaWorld from visiting Anaheim anytime soon. It's cool if you've never been to SeaWorld, but we've been, and it was honestly just really expensive, really busy, and not the best experience. And Disneyland, now that we only went one day, I'm really bummed out. I really wish we could do 2 days, because you just can't really knock out everything in one day. But hey, at least we get to come for one day, right? And that's gonna do it for the checkup on the wait times here at the 2 Disney parks, Disney California Adventure and Disneyland. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more content here on Life on Video. Later.